Do you ever feel like your life should be moving forward, but somehow everything keeps staying the same? The same work, the same routines, the same results year after year. The truth is, people don't stay stuck because they lack ambition. They stay stuck because they miss the small turning points that quietly redirect a person's life. In this video, I'm going to show you why those moments are so easy to overlook and how the signals that lead you to a completely different life often show up in a way that most people don't even recognize. So, let's get into how you can spot the invisible fork in the road the right way. And I'm going to break this down into 5 key parts to go step by step. And if you miss any part of it, especially the last one, then you're going to regret it. Along the way, I'm going to demonstrate a story of Anna and Zoe who don't really know each other, but they make different decisions that lead them to a completely different future. So, let's get to it. Step 1. How many significant decisions did you make in the last 12 months? Go ahead and grab a pen and paper and make a list of all the significant decisions that you've made in the last 12 months. And I'm going to demonstrate this concept with the story of Anna and Zoe. Zoe is scrolling on a post on LinkedIn and sees a job posting that really excites her. She starts by typing a message to the hiring manager. And then her brain says, maybe I'm not qualified. What if I look stupid? Maybe I'll do it later. She closes her laptop and she is off from that LinkedIn post. Anna, on the other hand, looks at the same posting and decides to apply for the position. So we move on to step 2. How many of these decisions were new decisions? A new decision would be something that you had not done before, something that you had to do while stepping out of your comfort zone, and something that you hesitated, had to think about, were scared to do it, but went and did it anyway because the consequences of not taking action were far greater than the consequences of doing the thing. So let's get into the story of Anna and Zoe. Anna decided to apply for the new job posting. Zoe also made a decision, but her decision was to pass on the job posting. However, she did it in such a way that she didn't even realize it that she was making a really significant decision. So we move on to step 3. Look at the biggest shifts in your life. In order for you to do this, take a look at the new decisions that you made that you have on your list. Hopefully you wrote them down, because just watching this video is not going to help. You have to go and do a little bit of work along with it. From the new decisions, was there any shift that happened during the past year? If your answer is no, then go ahead, go back to step 1 and expand the time frame to include the past 5 years instead of the past 12 months. So we move on to the story of Anna and Zoe. 6 months down the road, Anna gets the job that she had applied for and she makes a post on LinkedIn. Excited to start my dream role and new position. The same company and same position that Zoe had also seen. Through a twist of fate, Zoe comes across Anna's post in her feed. Same company, same position, same job opportunity that she had passed. Zoe is completely bummed. She realizes that the fork in the road was a very tiny and a seemingly insignificant decision that she made by dismissing to apply for the job and not move forward. The only difference between Zoe and Anna applied for the position, whereas Zoe didn't even apply for the position. The shift for Anna was great. However, Zoe just had a realization as to why nothing was really changing in her life. So we move on to step 4. What new decision or action on your part caused a shift to happen in your life? Most likely, it was a new decision, a different decision, something other than what you do on a day-to-day basis. The decision required you to take an ordinary action. However, the impact of that action was profound. If you did it, your life goes one way. If you didn't do it, your life kind of goes in a different direction. Or maybe it stays the same. Zoe realizes that her action to pass on applying for the job made her lose the opportunity. Whereas Anna realizes that by making an application for the job, she's making a new decision and hopefully moving her life in a completely new direction. Step 5. What prompted you to make this decision? We now go below the surface and see what caused you to make this decision. Was it fear? Was it excitement? Was it some sort of a thrill? Or you just connected with your intuition and decided to take a chance? Zoe realizes that the fork in the road was a tiny and a seemingly insignificant decision, whereas Anna realizes that by taking action to apply for that particular job helped her move her life in a completely new direction. So Zoe now realizes that life doesn't stay stuck because of bad luck. It stays stuck because people don't take action when the signal appears. The truth is, these turning points and signals rarely arrive as logical decisions. They show up as intuitive signals. But here's the catch. Intuition does not communicate the same way with everyone. Each person has a dominant psychic ability that sends the signal in a much louder manner, whereas their non-dominant psychic abilities contribute different kind of information. So if you'd like to figure out what your dominant psychic ability is and how it communicates with you, that is the subject of my next video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.